Mr. Church stars Eddie Murphy and is a story of a true friendship, according to the writer of this film, and is about a very talented chef, played by Murphy, who also has quite a bit of secrets. He agrees to work for a family when their mother is dying of cancer, and the young girl who grows up to be Britt Robertson eventually becomes great friends with this man, and it's really about their bond, about how they change each other's lives, and the story that unfolds because of that. Eddie Murphy is one of the most talented performers alive. I genuinely believe that. This guy has been hilarious for years and unfortunately has made a lot of really bad choices when it comes to movies. But he recently came out saying that he didn't want to make any more terrible comedies like Norbit. He wanted to focus on making better films. And he's had a 4-year hiatus of nothing. So I was pretty excited to see what he could do in Mr. Church. And I can tell you, without a doubt, he is the best part of this movie. He's fantastic in this role, and I loved seeing him give a nuanced performance, a very quiet, subdued performance, a performance that was able to speak quite a bit without him actually saying anything, because he is very subdued as a character in this movie. He holds a lot of secrets, and a large majority of this film's suspense is built off of what he actually does in his own free time, because we don't know for so long. And his character and his performance easily are the best part of this movie, because most everything else about it just does not live up to what Eddie Murphy is doing on screen. Save for Britt Robertson, who once again is very good in this role as the daughter who grows closer to this man. The performances are not the issue here. They're all top notch. My issue is the storytelling. This is a script with a ton of narration. I mean, it basically feels like you are watching a novel being read to you through audiobook form. And I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, narration is bad. Narration shouldn't be in movies. It's cheap and lazy and easy. Narration sucks. One of my all-time favorite movies features a lot of narration, American Psycho, and if it works, it works. In this film, unfortunately, when you are panning on a character and she has an expression that makes you want to understand what's going on in her head, you unfortunately don't have those feelings, because as we're panning in on this character, we have a narration that tells us everything she's feeling. There's no sense of discovery in this film, because every time someone is being emotionally subdued in some way, or someone shows up at someone's house, or the scene doesn't understand how to let us know as an audience what's actually happening, the narration is used as a crutch to explain to us the things that are on the screen, and so we don't feel like we're discovering emotion with these characters. The storytelling just doesn't live up to the performances on the screen. The storytelling is so rote and familiar and very predictable. There wasn't a single surprise in this movie, and a lot of it does get very sappy and extremely melodramatic. And not that there's necessarily anything wrong with a melodramatic movie or a more emotional scene that maybe pulls on your heartstrings and might be a little emotionally manipulative. This entire film feels that way, unfortunately. I think Mr. Church would have actually been a lot better as a book. In fact, a lot of the narration feels like novel dialogue. It doesn't necessarily feel like script dialogue or the way someone would actually talk, which is very unfortunate, because Eddie Murphy really is giving one of the best performances of his entire career in this movie, but this film has no idea how to utilize him. At its core, though, I was very charmed by the friendship that is portrayed in this film. It's just a really sweet friendship. And that's the best part of this movie, along with Britt Robertson and Eddie Murphy's excellent performances. Unfortunately, the movie's story kind of crumbles within itself, and it's incredibly predictable. I'm going to give Mr. Church a C. This is a harmless movie that I think most audiences will really enjoy. It's just that the storytelling could have been considerably better. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and please check out audible.com/Chris. They have so many amazing choices of audiobooks on that website. Hundreds of thousands of things. I've personally read a lot of the Star Wars books on this site. You can listen to so many of these Star Wars novels or other novels on your MP3 player, your computer, your tablet, wherever you want. And if you go to audible.com/Chris, you can get a free 30-day trial of Audible through me, thanks to Audible. So I really appreciate Audible for sponsoring my videos. Definitely check out audible.com/Chris. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.